Alright, now we get to look at ears in Maya. Alright, so bear with me on this. Just hopping into okay, I'll start with that C. Work that problem out first. So we're probably going to do a little bit of Mudbox, a little bit of Maya, because I don't see me making all this in Maya. Again, I like to insert the edge loop here. And on the other side also. I'm going to do this side and I'm going to mirror it over just in case, because I see that the topology is a little different and that worries me. Control E, a little bit of red, a little bit of green. I'll just pop that out. Now that I'm not concentrating on the other side, I don't care. I'm just going to generally fix this up a little bit. And I'm going to use all angles. Control A to smooth that down. So I smooth those two, left the one, or these in the center to be out a little bit more outspoken. And then I'm just going to mirror that and try to fix it in Mudbox. Delete that over. Again, I like to say to new students that you need to get over the fact that, there's one program. You should learn to model using a program that has a lot of tools. And if you can find a program that has the most amount of tools that you use often, you should probably just stick with that and learn to do all the other tricks. I often get the fact that students are really scared about other programs. They're just so petrified about learning new things. It's just weird. It's weird. It's like, oh my god, I can't handle it. You're in the wrong business. Okay, so merge. And a little bit of things where it didn't merge all the way. A couple of lines that didn't merge. So I'm going to just use the merge edge tool. And I'm going to see these darker edges. I'm just going to sew those up. Looks like a skinny Barack Obama. Okay, and then I guess I'll ship it over to Mudbox. Where I can use the grab tool. And I can use symmetry on X. And add some can see, pretty easy to do. I think it's that lighting that really kind of screws me up. So I'm going to take smooth shade off. It's going to make it look horrible, but here's my take on this. It's like, okay, so if you can make something look good under the most horrible circumstances, which is this shading, then it'll look superb later on. So what I'm doing here is just generally moving stuff back and straightening some of the stuff out. Now you can get a lot of nose variation here. That's a little skinny. And sometimes I like taking this really big brush. This is one of the advantages of Mudbox, is that you get this really big, huge brush, and sometimes you get some happy medium here. I'm using the bracket keys on the keyboard. There we go. Not too bad. I don't want to add any more detail to the ears. Again, some of this is just normal mapped anyway. We're focusing on game type of characters, not characters that you would use for a print of some nature or illustration. Try to fix as much as you can while you're in here. Try to limit yourself to it. Alright, and then we just send to Maya, update current scene, and right click, assign existing material Lambert 1. And there we go. We have our character. I would say the ear needs to come down quite a bit. Really hard to judge that, but here I can move a whole lot of polygons at one time. Now I didn't really do a good job at following the jawline. But I can quickly jump in and get that taken care of. And then I could just make adjustments to the overall profile. So it should go something like that. And just rotate around a lot. And it really helps to have a mirror. Now I really don't think that updated all too well. So in here I'm going to use the selection tool. That's better. I'll use X-ray. Now I could take a few seconds to just kind of formulate this next to the actual background here. I would say as a blank character though, it's not going to be 100% next to that as far as a reference image. So I'm just kind of generally looking for the profile. I'm not matching it up verbatim. Again, I like using orthographics every once in a great freaking while, but really you're locked to them and it feels just a little uncreative sometimes. Turn on wireframe on Jaded. There we go. Alright, so there we go. Nose, ears, generally low poly character. And we can go on with some of the other details on the body here shortly. If you get one side looking perfect, you're going to have to mirror it again. That's just the number of the beast. And a lot of times when you do the mirroring, you should probably check out the fact that you could stretch out the character just a little bit. Just as an example, modify center pivot, dog Victor on the keyboard to the center, and edit duplicate special. But let's say I offset it like this, I can do that, and sometimes when you go mesh combine, and instead of doing the vertices, you do the edges. This will set an absolute center for the character and make it a little wider. And sometimes repair some of that narrowing of the head that occurs when you keep jumping between Mudbox and Maya. We'll warn you that sewing edges is a lot slower. It's all about the click of the mouse. There we go. So that fattened up the head just a little bit. All right, let's go on to the next video.